It was just an ordinary school morning. The sun had barely risen, casting golden streaks across the playground, where children's laughter floated like music in the crisp air. Parents stood in small groups, chatting, while teachers kept an eye on the bustling students. No one expected that in just a few short minutes, everything would change, not because of a mischief-making child or a simple accident, but because of what one German Shepherd police dog would discover in a little girl's backpack. What he found not only shocked everyone present, but also unraveled a story of pain, resilience, and an unexpected bond that would touch hearts forever. Before we go deeper into this emotional journey, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the unshakable loyalty of animals, please take a moment to like this video, share it with your friends, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to Pawsitive Tales. Your support helps us bring more real and inspiring stories to life. Stories that remind us of the goodness in the world. The German Shepherd's name was Rex, a highly trained canine officer who had been part of the unit for years. He was strong, disciplined, and alert, a dog known not just for his sharp instincts, but for his gentle heart with children. On this day, Rex had been brought to the school for a routine safety demonstration. Children clapped excitedly as he performed tricks and obedience drills. They watched in awe as he followed hand signals and sniffed out hidden objects planted by officers as part of the show. But just as the event was winding down, Rex's demeanor shifted. His ears pricked forward, his body tensed, and his nose began twitching with intensity. He was no longer performing. He was working. Rex pulled toward a small pink backpack lying a few feet away near the benches. A little girl sat beside it, her big brown eyes wide with worry as she clutched her knees. Teachers tried to calm the dog, assuming it was nothing, perhaps a snack or leftover lunch. But Rex would not be dismissed. He pawed at the bag, whining lowly, his instincts telling him there was something far more serious. The crowd grew quiet as one of the officers knelt and unzipped the backpack. The little girl's mother hurried forward, her face pale with fear. Inside, tucked between school supplies, was something that made everyone gasp. A crumpled, blood-stained piece of fabric and an empty baby bottle. It looked terrifying at first glance, like evidence of something no one wanted to imagine. The mother reached for it with trembling hands, and as the truth came into the open, so did the girl's story. Her name was Sofia, just 6 years old. She had been living with her single mother, Elena, in difficult circumstances. Life at home was not easy. Elena worked double shifts to keep food on the table, often skipping meals herself to make sure Sofia ate. The bloodied fabric wasn't from violence or anything sinister. It was the last cloth Elena had used during an accident when she had cut her hand badly while preparing food late at night. Instead of throwing it away, Sofia had stuffed it into her bag because, in her young heart, it symbolized something powerful, the sacrifices her mother made every single day. And the baby bottle? That belonged to Sofia's younger brother, who had passed away just a year earlier. Sofia carried it everywhere, holding on to it like a piece of her broken family she couldn't let go of. The discovery hit everyone like a wave of emotion. Teachers, parents, and officers stood speechless, their assumptions collapsing into guilt. The little girl wasn't hiding danger in her bag. She was hiding her pain, her memories, her desperate attempt to cling to the people she loved most. And it was Rex, the dog no one expected to intervene beyond a demonstration, who had pulled that truth into the light. From that day, everything began to change. Rex's handler arranged regular visits to the school, and each time Sofia would run into Rex's arms, her face lighting up with joy that her classmates rarely saw before. Rex seemed to sense her sorrow, resting his head gently on her lap, as if promising her she wasn't alone. Elena, too, began to feel the ripple effect of compassion, as neighbors, teachers, and even strangers who heard the story stepped in to offer help. They brought food, school supplies, and most importantly, friendship. What had once been a silent struggle slowly turned into a community of support. But the most beautiful part of the story was the bond that grew between Sofia and Rex. The German Shepherd became her silent protector, her comfort and her courage. Sofia, who had been timid and withdrawn, began to smile again. She spoke in class, played with friends, and even started drawing pictures of Rex as her hero. The pain of her past didn't vanish overnight. But with every wag of Rex's tail, every soft nuzzle, and every moment of unconditional love, her heart healed a little more. This was no longer just a tale about a school safety drill gone differently than planned. It became a reminder of how animals often sense what humans overlook. The quiet suffering, the hidden burdens, the stories too heavy for children to carry alone. Rex hadn't just sniffed out a backpack, he had sniffed out a cry for help, and in doing so, he had saved a little girl's spirit from drowning in silence. So, if this story touched your heart the way it has touched mine, please show your love by liking this video, sharing it with friends and family, subscribing to Pawsitive Tales, and leaving a heartfelt comment below. Your engagement helps spread stories that remind the world of empathy, compassion, and the extraordinary ways animals change our lives. Special request before we end, please comment down below with the words, "Thank you." Rex, if you believe animals truly are angels in disguise.